What's up, everyone? Haven't done one of these for a couple weeks, and I was on a call earlier today, and I was talking to this guy, and basically we were talking about like writing handwritten notes, and he was asking me like, "Hey, do you suggest writing handwritten notes? Do you do that? Like thank yous, or what do you do?" And it reminded me of this time. I had a coach at the time. It was 3 Maps Coaching, and his name was Kirk. And I'd kind of like hit a lull in my business. I just didn't have a good attitude. And he said, "Hey, what I want you to do is for the next 30 days, I want you to call, text, or write a letter to at least one person a day, just telling them thank you for something." So, not asking for business, not talking about business, nothing. Just literally calling, texting, or writing a letter that says, "Hey, you did this for my life. I appreciate it. Thank you for doing that." That's it. So I had been doing this for a while. Everything was rolling along. And one night I realized I hadn't done it that day. And it was way into it. It's probably like 25, 28 days into it. So I was like right towards the end. And I'm sitting there, and it's like really late. I'm like, gosh, I have to like write a letter at this point. I can't just call somebody. It's like 1 a.m. So I got to thinking about how my friend Tony at the time he had a mentor. And every time Tony would give me advice, he would always talk about his friend and how his friend taught him this, his friend taught him that. And I'd never met this guy. I didn't really know a whole lot about him. And so I just sat down, I wrote this letter, and I was like, "Hey, you have really impacted my life through my friend, and I know you haven't met me, but, you've really helped me, even though you don't know it." And long story short, a few weeks had gone by, I never heard anything, and then all of a sudden, I get a call, and he's like, "Hey, you wrote me this letter, and man, this was like one of the nicest letters I've ever gotten. Like, what do you do for a living?" And I said, I sell real estate." And he said, "What kind of real estate do you sell?" And I said, "I just sell residential real estate, just regular stuff." And he goes, "All right, well, I'm going to start sending everybody I know your way." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, no big deal." This one guy sent me an insane amount of business. And not only that, but some of the people who he sent me connected me with people who, changed my life forever. It just blew up my business. And so the moral of the story is I literally wrote one letter, and I had tracked it, and as of probably about a year ago, I'd made hundreds of thousands of dollars literally just from writing this one letter, and the people who he had connected me to, and the people who those people had connected me to. So at the end of the day, I'm not on here saying like, "Hey, write everybody a bunch of letters." What I am saying is that you never know what can happen by just being thankful and just telling people thank you. So if you're trying to get business, you're trying to get new clients, instead of asking people, "Who do you know who wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate?" or "Who do you know who could use my service?" instead, start being thankful and start reaching out to people for nothing other than telling them thank you, and see if that works for your business. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks. Bye.